What's up, everybody? My name is Kyrie James. I'm joined by the 1995 Royal Rumble and my 1992 Royal Rumble. My brother Kyrie Sherrod.
I always gotta get the best stuff. Why can't I be 92?
And I only gotta say one thing, one thing. This right here.
What's this?
4 consecutive years.
Oh yeah.
But you know what? I'm gonna wait to get to that. I'm waiting to get to the Rumble. This is a Royal Rumble review, obviously, and I'm not reviewing a pre-show because I never do, and I didn't watch anything from it. And you know, this Royal Rumble has me torn because I enjoyed the pay-per-view until probably the Rumble match. But
I enjoyed the pay-per-view up until number.
Don't spoil nothing. We'll get there. All right, first off was Charlotte and Bayley. Now Kyrie didn't get to see this match. I did, and I really enjoyed the match. For a second there, like Bayley was gonna be the baby face that fought from underneath, but Charlotte beat her. Charlotte countered with the next selection on her apron, which was a really good way to end the match. You know, I really thought Charlotte was gonna win dirty, or have someone she was gonna cheat some way so the feud can continue. But you know what? Props to Charlotte. I'm glad. You know, sometimes I'm happy she wins cleanly because she doesn't have to win dirty all the time. Granted, she beat Sasha 1-on-1 cleanly all 3 times. Now Bayley did create a lot of good sympathy here. And one thing I really like when she did an elbow drop out the top rope, which was really good. She reversed Charlotte's moonsault with her knees, which honestly looked like it was gonna be the end. Charlotte had Bayley in the figure 8, and Bayley reversed it. But Charlotte flipped it back over, and it was actually a really good match. Not the best match I've seen from these two, but definitely not a bad match. Now this match probably wasn't as precise as you would probably like for something like this, but Charlotte and Bayley really did deliver here. And one more thing I'm gonna say, Bayley had a great ovation when she came out, and the crowd was huge. I don't think it's better than '97 when they had an Alamo Dome because they didn't even fill it. They had to give out tickets for free. This didn't like they filled it up, but there was a lot of people there. I'm giving Charlotte and Bayley a B+. Next up was Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. Now Kyrie could talk about this match, but he decided to take a shower during this match. And honestly, he missed a pretty good match. Obviously Jericho was supposed to be in a shark cage, and it started off with Jericho and Roman, Jericho and Owens beating on Roman, and then Roman fought back, and Jericho got locked in the cage. Some highlights of the match. Kevin set up like a fort of like a castle of chairs, which was set up on the outside. Kevin did a frog splash to Roman through a table, which was a great spot. Jericho threw Kevin some brass knucks, and Kevin tried to punch Roman with him. Roman reversed and tried to take the brass knucks himself. Kevin stopped him, hit the Superman punch with the brass knucks, but of course, Reigns kicked out. Next up, after that, Kevin went to the top rope. Roman Superman punched him, and Kevin fell on the stack of chairs, which was a pretty good spot, but the chairs didn't break anything like that. The chairs are scattered everywhere, but it's still cool. Then after that, Roman powerbombed Kevin through the announce table. And right when it looked like Roman was going to win with the spear, Braun Strowman, of all people, comes in and pulls Roman out the ring, beats him down, then slams him through a table, and Kevin pins Roman for the 1, 2, 3. Now, I really wish Kevin had won cleanly because I'm sick of people helping him, but I'm glad Kevin won. Once again, Kevin has not won a single Universal title match cleanly, which is a problem. You can't have, I don't like when champions get booked weak. And I've got no problem with a cowardly heel character, but there's a way you can do it without making your champ look weak. And Kevin continues to look weak every time he wins on pay-per-view because he's not winning. He's winning with help. And Strowman became probably the biggest babyface at that moment because he stopped Reigns from winning the title, which was something everybody liked. Now, I really thought that, with the shark cage and it being a no disqualification match, that just defeats the purpose of the shark cage. And Stephanie even said that after the match, that just defeats the purpose of the shark cage, doesn't it? Other highlights include Kevin hit a Stone Cold Stunner on Roman. Roman hit a Samoan drop on a chair to Kevin. That was pretty cool. But like I said, yeah. But honestly, the match was actually really good. I really like this match. I'm not and for so, I'm gonna give this match an A-. It wasn't. It was wild and fun. And you know what? Can't go wrong with a fun match. Now you would think that WWE's gonna build up for Roman versus Strowman at WrestleMania, which I heard was on the tables. But I'm gonna wait to talk about that later.
I,
Next up was Rich Swann versus Neville. Now I'm not gonna lie. At first I didn't care about this match. Sure, go ahead.
Well, I came to this match and I really did care about it. I was thinking it's gonna be a good match. I didn't think it was gonna be all that, but I thought it was gonna be a good match. Now, it started off slow, started off a little boring, but the match picked up going through the match. So it was like Rich Swann was giving some hard kicks to Neville. And I don't know like how his head is probably not hurting, but he was giving us some stiff kicks.
Now let me say that I don't care about the cruiserweights because WWE hasn't given me a reason to. I do like Neville since he turned heel, and I have a soft spot for Rich Swann because seeing someone from Baltimore, Maryland, and knowing the struggle, the problems he had growing up in Baltimore, and trust me, it's not the best growing up in Baltimore. I can identify with that. I respect that, which is I have a soft spot for him, but it doesn't change the fact I didn't care about this match going in. I actually decided to finish up some homework, but around the 5-minute mark, no, I'm at 3-minute mark. The match actually got better. Swann hit a plancha over the top rope on Neville, but one of my favorite spots when he hit a reverse Phoenix splash to the outside.
Outside the rope. Yeah.
That was actually an awesome spot. And I'm thinking, why didn't they just let the cruiserweights do the flippy stuff that we want? Like, if you want to do the cruiserweights, just let them do flippy stuff. That's gonna get the crowd interested. Like, who doesn't like flippy stuff? Honestly, I think Neville walking out as champ is a good, smart move. And they really did deliver some fast-paced action. The chemistry between Neville and Swann was really good. They both told a good story with their facial expressions. And granted, the ending was kind of anticlimactic. It wasn't very good. Neville hit a superplex. And Swann kicked out. Then Neville put him in a submission and Swann tapped out. That just came out of nowhere. But putting the title on Neville was smart because it makes all the babyfaces chase after him. And let's be honest, Neville's the best thing about the cruiserweights right now. So I'm giving that match a B-. Next up was the match of the night. John Cena versus AJ Styles for WWE Championship.
I would love to talk about this first.
Now the crowd was into it before John and AJ even touched. Yeah, but don't give away the ending.
Okay. So what happened was John Cena, of course, had a good performance, and AJ had a good performance. Now, for like the first minute or so, when they rung the bell, they just stood there, just walking in a circle, just doing that to each other.
That's called building tension.
I know. So, I like, it was actually a good match, and it was fast paced for real through the whole match. And, it was actually good. John Cena hit a couple of AAs, and the best part was when he hit an AA off the top rope and then rolled him up and hit another one. And I like when AJ put Cena in an STF.
Some say this match is better than SummerSlam match. I would have to watch both matches to compare them to. But there's no doubt in my mind that this match was amazing. Maybe it told a great story. John's, the way John was, his focus and frustrated faces, the faces they made, the white hot crowd, the great build made this match great. Morrow, and also Morrow, JBL, did a good job on commentary. David Otunga, never really that good. But, great, every time they exchanged submissions back to back. John hit the Avalanche AA, AJ kicked out. AJ hit the Styles Clash on John. John kicked out. He hit the Phenomenal Forearm. John kicked out. He tried to go for the 450. John got his knees up. Like, this match had me and Kyrie on the edge of our seat. And let me just say, my favorite wrestler is a 16-time world champion. I can't put into words how happy I was when, John pinned AJ. And the best thing is the way he pinned AJ does not make AJ look weak in the slightest. John hit an attitude adjustment, flipped and rolled AJ over for another attitude adjustment for the 1, 2, 3. Here's what makes AJ lose and not getting buried. He got hit with 4 attitude adjustments, one being the Avalanche AA. I'm pretty sure after the 4th one, you won't kick out. And 2 of them were right in a row. As a fan of both of these wrestlers, match of the year may have already been locked up for now. This is something special. I gave this SummerSlam match an A, and I'm giving this match an A as well. Everything about this match was good. Not a single thing about this match can I say was bad. And, of course, the IWC, they're going to say John Cena buried AJ Styles, John Cena this, and I don't care about what they say. John Cena already pretty much talked them down on SmackDown. But I don't care about the IWC. Just not that day. Next up was the
Royal Rumble match. Now, this match was disappointing. Well, it was actually a good match until, I'm going to get there. So the match went on. Number 1 was
Big Cass.
And number 2, I forgot.
Chris Jericho.
Number 2 was Chris Jericho. Now, as you know, if you watch the prediction video, I picked Chris and he picked Finn.
Now, I'm just gonna give you right up the bat. In order who came out. Jericho, Cass, number 1, Jericho, Kalisto, Mojo Rawley, Jack Gallagher, Mark Henry, Braun Strowman, Sami Zayn, Big Show, Ty Dillinger,
which was number 10, because...
Of course it was. James Ellsworth, which we'll get to that in a second.
That was funny.
Dean Ambrose, Baron Corbin, Kofi Kingston, The Miz, Sheamus, Big E, Rusev, Cesaro, Xavier Woods, Bray Wyatt, Apollo Crews, Randy Orton, Dolph Ziggler, Luke Harper, Brock Lesnar, Goldberg. That's safe. Now don't do 30. Goldberg, Undertaker 29. And we'll get to 30 in a second. So, and now you probably didn't catch everyone who came out. That's all right. Because there was, Jack Gallagher, when Jack Gallagher came out with the umbrella, he blowed Jericho. The umbrella was pretty cool. But Mark Henry tossed Gallagher. Is it Gallagher or Gallagher? I say Gallagher because I have a teacher whose last name is Gallagher.
Mr. Gallagher?
Miss Gallagher.
Miss Gallagher.
Strowman cleared the ring and he had a dominating performance.
He had 6 eliminations.
He eliminated 4 in just a few seconds. Number 10, of course, was Ty Dillinger, which had everyone going off. And thank goodness the crowd didn't do the 10 chance the whole match. That would have ruined it. But Strowman was kicking butt. And
that's a good way to make him strong.
That's what I really like. So in the ring at the time was Sammy, Dillinger, Jericho was on the outside. And next was James Ellsworth with Carmelo. This was easily one of the funniest moments. James Ellsworth came down, he was like this. And then he saw Braun Strowman. And Carmelo was telling him to get in the ring. He wouldn't do it.
I called it. I said, Kyron, what if Dean Ambrose come out?
Dean Ambrose came out next.
And I called it.
And here's what happened. Dean was like telling Ambrose, Dean told Ellsworth, we're going to go in this together. 1, 2, 3. Dean stopped. Ellsworth went in and got beat down and thrown over, and literally thrown over the top rope.
I'm sorry. Baron Corbin had 6 eliminations.
That was easily for me. 7. That was easily easily the funniest part of the match for me. Now, in terms of eliminations, Baron Corbin had the most with 7. The longest time was Chris Jericho, who I don't really have his time. The shortest time was Enzo, who was only in for a good, I'll give him 8 seconds maybe. Because he came in, Brock Lesnar was just cleared house. Being a Brock Lesnar, this kind of made me mad when he came out at number 26. He came straight in, beat down just about everyone, threw Dean and Dolph over the ropes like it was nothing. That made me mad. Then Enzo came out. Enzo got clotheslined and thrown straight over the top in about 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Next up, I said Goldberg. Goldberg was 28. Came out. Him and Brock didn't even go face to face. Brock tried to attack him. Goldberg ducked. Bounced on the rope. Spear. Then Goldberg clotheslines Brock Lesnar over the top rope, meaning...
That's just wow. They're doing it again. Making Brock look strong, now making him look weak to an old man.
I'm not happy that he threw Dean and Dolph out. That made me pretty mad because... And the thing about it, Dean was in the match for quite some time, didn't get a single elimination. Number 29 was The Undertaker. And this was pretty cool. He was on the outside. Like, his music played, and he wasn't at the top of the ramp. And that was a pretty long ramp. So if he had made it, number 30 would have beat him there. Anyway, when the lights came back on, he was right behind Goldberg. Him and Goldberg fought for a little while. Goldberg got spear in, but Undertaker still eliminated him. Now, let's talk about number 30. Number 30 pissed off everybody.
So, me and Kyron, we're just sitting there. We do the count. So, we standing up on our feet. Like, we hear number 30.
No, we said it's to be Finn Balor or Samoa Joe. Either one. I'm happy. What happened? Roman Reigns. 4 years. They did. No.
They just can't.
Thankfully, Roman Reigns did not win. Had he won, everyone would be angry. I mean, everyone's probably still angry now because no one's happy. Basically, me and Kyrie were just so mad. Like, really? Roman Reigns came out 30. Why? This is just Vince McMahon all over again, giving us a big middle finger. Yeah, you thought Roman wasn't going to be it. He's in it. And then, here's what happened. The final four
were
Roman, Undertaker.
Jericho,
Roman, Jericho,
Bray Wyatt,
and Randy Orton. But before that, Roman threw out the Undertaker from behind. So I'm like, okay, is this going to plant the seeds for Roman and Undertaker? I don't want that. I want John Undertaker. But whatever. Next up was the final four with Jericho, Roman, Bray Wyatt, and Randy Orton.
So Roman throws Jericho over the rope.
Jericho was on the top rope, and then he went to the top rope.
Roman tries to hit him, but Jericho elbow. Go to the top rope. Roman Superman's him and get up.
Yep, that anger.
I was thinking in the back of my mind. No, please.
Do not let him win. That's all I'm saying. Don't let him win. Now the final three were Roman, Randy, and Bray. Now everyone. Oh yeah, by the way, when Roman came out, we got a "This is BS" chant, and then when he threw Undertaker out, we got another BS chant. So I'm wondering, okay, you gotta turn him heel because you can't come back from him.
So when Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton started banking Roman, I was like, one of them going out, and I actually wanted Bray Wyatt to win.
Everyone did at that point
because they was building them up.
Bray went for Sister Abigail and threw him into Randy. But Roman fought back. Superman punched Bray, threw Bray over the top rope. And
when he got through the top rope, I was like, Roman gonna win. He's gonna win.
Now,
but actually, Kyron told me earlier that it was a rumor that said Randy Orton was gonna win, and I did not believe it.
Well, Roman went for a spear. Randy hit him with the RKO, and Randy Orton
that was actually cool.
Randy threw Roman over the top rope and won the Royal Rumble. You know, this is the problem with this. There was almost no surprise entrants. There were 3. Ty Dillinger at 10, which everyone expected. James Ellsworth, which no one wanted. And Roman Reigns, which nobody wanted. So, I mean, there was no Finn Balor. There was no Samoa Joe. There was no Kurt Angle. I knew Kurt wasn't going to be there, but still, there was none of them. Just one person from NXT. And the whole match was based around Undertaker, Goldberg, and Brock. They were only in the match for probably combined 10 minutes.
They just have to do better.
This is the 4th consecutive year where the Royal Rumble completely left people either pissed off at the worst or indifferent at the best. I'm somewhere in the middle.
His reactions are the best. First, which was funny, Kalisto came down the ramp running. That was funny.
You know, I'm wondering where I'm the greatest Royal Rumble because before Roman came out, I enjoyed it. But
before Roman came though, I would have gave it a B+.
But after Roman,
after the Rumble, I would give it a B-.
That's you're being nice. I'm giving it a C+. And now, don't get it twisted. I don't hate Roman Reigns. I don't. But I'm sick of this booking. He had a Universal title shot earlier, and that's how it went down. And he came back anyway. You know, if they had 40 competitors, I probably could have bought that. But you look at the time. Besides, I think only one time I can think of when someone had a world title match and competing in the Royal Rumble the same night. That's Kurt Angle because he stole someone's number. And
who number you still, Ric Flair?
No, you think something. Now, I don't know. I don't remember. Now, what's my final score for the Royal Rumble? Grade for the Royal Rumble. Let's see. I gave Charlotte and Bayley a B+. I gave Charlotte and Bayley a B. I gave Charlotte and Bayley a B+. Roman and Kevin a A-. Neville and Rich Swann a B-. John and AJ a A and the Royal Rumble C+. That all equals up to a B. A B. A B. I'm not gonna act like this is a bad pay-per-view because it wasn't, and I might honestly say it was better than NXT TakeOver last night. But when Royal Rumble messes up, it messes up. I'm Kyron Chase. He's Kyrie Sherrod, and we'll see you guys next time.